Go ahead and get started. First, just want to take the opportunity to thank our seniors. You know, obviously an emotional locker room when you end the season, whether it's on a good note or a bad note, and it even makes it worse when you finish it on a bad note. But we got a great group of individuals that were in that senior class, and they've done a lot to help move the needle forward with this program. Did a lot of good things. They really demonstrated a lot of winning habits and behaviors, and really showed some of the younger players that will be coming back how to do business. So can't thank them enough, and just disappointed that we didn't finish the season the right way, not just tonight but the last 3 games for those seniors. Obviously we got a lot of work to do. And in my opinion, we've made a lot of strides here this year, but obviously not enough. And that's part of the rebuild. Each year just keep improving in certain areas and keep moving forward. Obviously here in the last 3 games, we ran out of gas and just didn't have the depth that we needed to overcome some injuries and just the amount of reps that certain individuals had because of the depth. But that's where it's at. But I'm really happy about some of the things we did, and we'll have a tremendous offseason. Very excited to get started with our offseason program. We got a lot of freshmen that played. We got a lot of players coming back on both sides of the ball and on special teams, and really looking forward to getting a chance to work with them and develop them and continue to build the program and move it forward. So with that, I'll go ahead and open up for questions.
Chris, what did you see that made in the first quarter that made you go to Lewis? And if you're going to go to him that early, why didn't you just start him?
Well, we're hoping Gio could do something. We weren't doing what we needed to on offense, so that was the plan all along. Give Gio has been our starting quarterback, and we wanted to give him an opportunity to see if we can get some positive things going offensively, and that wasn't happening. So we made the decision early in the week, that is something that we would probably do. But senior night, we wanted to be able to put out the guys that gave us the best chance, that we felt gave us the best chance to win, based on Gio's performance in practice. He did that. It wasn't going necessarily the way we wanted offensively. We really started bad as a football team, and we were able to overcome it and be in the game at halftime. And obviously, second half wasn't good, but that's really what it was about when we're looking at Gio and Jonathan.
How do you think Jonathan played?
I don't know until I watched the film. Obviously, there were some throws that were off the mark, and he's a true freshman. It was the most snaps he's gotten in a game this year. There were some things that he did probably well. There's probably a lot of things he's got to improve on. That's part of a true freshman going in there and getting his opportunity to play. But it's like anything else. It's easy to critique the quarterback, but it's more about critiquing the pieces of the puzzle around him. We're looking at how the O-line played. Were they able to put pressure on him? Were we able to get open on the outside? We're running the right routes. There's a lot that goes into it. So we'll evaluate it like we always do, and make the necessary adjustments and develop the players in the offseason.
Chris, you talked about making strides overall, but offensively, the team is about the same as it was last year in most statistical categories.
Yeah.
Curious, what do you see as the biggest problem? What do you see as the fix?
Well, it all starts up front. We got to continue to improve up front, and it starts with the quarterback too. That's the second part of it. You got to be good up front. You got to be good at the quarterback position. We knew that offensively here this year we were going to have to stay healthy at the skilled position. We lost a lot, and we're playing a lot of true freshmen at the wide receiver position. And but you got to get it fixed up front, and we got better up front, but still got a long way to go. We got to get the quarterback position fixed, and I think we've got the people to do it, but we got to develop it in the offseason. That's really where it starts, with those 2 positions. If you got an O-line that's playing well and you got a quarterback that can play well, you usually got a chance to have success. And right now we got a lot of work to do at the quarterback position. We got a lot of work to do at all positions. It's not just that. You asked the question about the offense, and that's really where it starts.
Chris, you rotated in some linebackers like you did last game, guys like Fogg and Brendan. What do you see from them, and what was important about getting them some real game time?
I see tremendous potential. Tyshawn Fogg in the last few weeks has really shown up and made some physical plays, some athletic plays, and very excited about his future here. Brendan Vera got in there and got some reps the last couple of weeks. He's done some really good things. Rashawn Battle hasn't necessarily gotten reps from scrimmage, but he's really improved. And as a redshirt freshman, I'm excited about what he can bring to the table. Olukunle, he's done a lot of good things in special teams. He's gotten a few reps out there at linebacker this year, but I still am really excited about him. I think the overall linebacking group with the guys that are coming back that played this year and the improvements they've made from last year this year and the influx of those young kids and development that they'll make here in the offseason, I'm really excited about that group for the future.
Chris, what happened in the fourth quarter on your sideline? Looked like he kicked off Julius Turner after
He got thrown out for it unsportsmanlike. That's not the behavior we're going to have on his football team. I'm not going to tolerate that. And don't like how he handled himself out on the field. It's real simple. We have a standard, and they're going to live up to that standard. They won't be out there. I'm not going to tolerate that.
Did Jimmy Hogan go after him, or was there something with Jimmy?
No, everything's fine with Jimmy. It was a Julius Turner deal.
Okay.
Chris, the time of possession in this game, is that?
Yeah, it was ugly.
Is that just a product of teams knowing that you're going to run the ball at this point?
No, that's a product of bad football. That's what it is. We couldn't get off the field on third down, and we couldn't get first downs on offense. I hate to put it that bluntly, but I mean, there's no other way to sugarcoat it. We didn't get off the field on third down. We were really bad on third down tonight, on both sides of the ball. And when you do that, the time of possession usually gets out of hand. And you look at the stats, we couldn't run the ball, they can run the ball. I thought defensively we were doing a pretty good job of stopping the run, at least in the first half. Second half, it got kind of out of hand. But that's what happens, with the time of possession.
Take two more questions. Because overall, do you feel like you've done enough this year to sell recruits, and what's the message that you're telling them now about where this program is?
The message is crystal clear, the same as when we got here. We came here with a vision of what we wanted the program to look like. We came here with the plan to try to reach that. Like I told you guys in the opening press conference right here in this room, this was going to take a while. It wasn't something that was going to be fixed overnight. I told everybody that. Continue to tell recruits that. But we need to continue to make steady progress. And I think from year one to year two, we did do that. We made progress. We won more games in the Big Ten. And we got to do the same thing next year. We got to keep doing that. We got to keep developing the players that are here. Keep bringing in good players like we did in this last class. And I really like the guys we have committed for this next class. And keep building depth and a competitive roster.
How quickly will you look to get on the road in recruiting and spread that message?
Yeah, we'll be on the road tomorrow.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.